Alright, so we're 5 shows into Marvel Animation, so let's rank all 5 from worst to best, shall we? And coming number 5 for me is sadly Marvel Animation's What If. When this show was announced, I was highly anticipating it because I knew that they could give us a What If episode of What If the Other Half Got Snapped Away. The show's ended after 3 seasons. It ended like about a year ago in December. And we have a total of 26 episodes. We didn't even get an episode of What If the Other Half Got Snapped Away. Instead, we got episodes like What If Howard the Duck Had a Baby? Who asked for that? Because nobody did. You want to know what everybody asked for? That What If episode of What If the Other Half Got Snapped Away. Not just that, but also a bunch of other What If concepts, like What If Steve Rogers became Captain Hydra, stuff like that. There was a bunch of other good What If concepts, but now this show did have some good concepts. I would say 75% of it had good concepts, like what if Earth's Mightiest Avengers didn't assemble, which would be season 1, episode 3. That's not the exact title, but season 1, episode 3 is a good episode. But point is, 75% of the show has some good concepts, while 25% has some stinkers. But besides me being pissed off that we didn't get a What If episode of What If the Other Half Got Snapped Away, what disappoints me the most with the show is its wasted potential, where you just decide to end this off at season 3. This show is called What If. It could have run for at least 10 seasons. Infinite possibilities. Also, Captain Carter. I was not a hater. I did not mind her, but by the time we got to the last 2 episodes of season 3, I was starting to reconsider. I'd say season 1 is the best for me, and it's probably because we had I think 5 episodes of Chadwick Boseman, where he was in 2, 3, 5, 6, and 9. So yeah, that is about 5 episodes. As this was literally the last project he was working on for Marvel Studios before he had sadly passed away 5 years ago. As for season 2, I had fun with season 2. I actually enjoyed most of the episodes. Season 3, the first 3 episodes, I enjoyed the most. The other 3, they're okay. The last 2, I felt underwhelmed, but my thoughts with season 3 as a whole, underwhelming for me. I don't know what I'm more pissed off about. The fact that we didn't get a What If the Other Half Got Snapped Away. I know there's YouTube videos online, but I wanted to see how Marvel Studios was going to do it, but guess I'll have to stick with the YouTube videos. But yeah, I don't know what I'm more pissed off about. That we didn't get that episode, or that this show ended at 3 seasons, because during the credits on the last episode, we get to see better What If concepts, like Blade Knight, who does show up in Marvel Zombies, or Howard the Duck becoming the Scarlet Witch, or Ironheart becoming the Punisher. So yeah, I'm disappointed with how they decided to go with the show. Solid 7.5 out of 10 for me. I still enjoy watching it. It's just, I'm just gonna be annoyed with it about how they ended it at 3 seasons. But most importantly, I'm pissed off we didn't get that What If episode. But I don't know. I'm just, damn it, Marvel, just wasted potential. Now I could say the same thing to Eyes of Wakanda, which is coming at number 4 for me, except there's a difference between how I feel with Eyes of Wakanda and What If. Now, I will say this, I have enjoyed watching all 5 of these shows from Marvel Animation. What I'm annoyed with Eyes of Wakanda is this is a limited series, and hearing the premise about the Wakandans being on, stealth missions to retrieve back stolen artifacts that are vibranium, okay, cool. I could see the potential with this, and, we only have 4 episodes. Now, if I had to pick a favorite, it has to be the episode where we get introduced to an Iron Fist character. But yeah, I enjoyed this show for what it was, but I just am annoyed that this is a limited series. Y'all could have made more episodes. At least 3 seasons at best for this. Also, I just want to mention right off the bat, most of these shows are separate from the main MCU timeline. I guess I could say they're Elseworld projects, except for Eyes of Wakanda. This is actually canon to the MCU, to the Sacred Timeline. But yeah, I know there was a lot of hate for the animation for What If. The animation has improved in the next 2 seasons. I liked the animation in What If. As for the animation here, holy crap. I saw how it looked from the trailer, but having to watch the show, I'm like, oh my god, 10 out of 10. I actually like this animation style. But yeah, not bad. I would prefer it over What If. But yeah, my rating for the show is a 7.5 out of 10. I'm just annoyed with how this is a limited series and just knowing the potential this show has. Yeah, kind of wish we had gotten more episodes. Now, coming at number 3 for me is Marvel Zombies. So, I enjoyed the What If episode. That's definitely a fan favorite for everybody. I don't like to watch zombie content, mainly because I can't handle watching them. But when it comes to Marvel, I guess I'll make an exception. But I knew that this show was gonna happen after I got in that What If episode. But I was like, oh boy, I'm a little worried of going into this because I don't want to see some of my favorite characters be turned to zombies or get killed or something. I don't know. But when they finally released the trailer for this, I got insanely hyped for this. Now, I still had the same concerns, and having to watch the show, yeah, I knew what I got myself into. The ending is pretty dark, maybe darker than the Infinity War ending, except now having to think about it, that ending may have left the door open for potential more seasons. And the creators actually are open to make a second season. And having to watch Marvel Zombies, I'm not going to lie, as someone who doesn't like to watch zombie content, I had a lot of fun with Marvel Zombies. This is honestly peak. The best part about this show is its TVMA rating. They do not hold back. They go full hard R with the violence and the gore. Like this show may be violent, way more brutal than Deadpool and Wolverine. We had just gotten that movie last year, along with Daredevil Born Again, that has a very grotesque scene that topped the car scene from Daredevil season 1. But after watching this show, I want to see more. I mean, this was going to be a movie at one point, but they had to turn it into a show because of Spider-Man. But once you binge watch all 4 episodes, yeah, it goes by like a movie with a total runtime of 2 hours and 5 minutes. But no, seriously, after watching the show, I need more seasons. So please give us a second season. 8.5 out of 10 for me. Coming number 2 for me is your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Now, the animation is going to take some time to grow on me. I really enjoyed the animation style for Marvel Zombies, as it's the same animation style from What If. But yeah, despite how I feel with the animation, this is surprisingly good. Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man is probably a top 3, not probably, it's a top 3 or top 2 Spider-Man show. Well, Spectacular Spider-Man is still going to be at number 1. Ain't nobody going to dethrone that. Now, this was supposed to be canon to the MCU, where we have an origin story to how our MCU Peter Parker had gotten bitten by the spider, but they changed their minds last minute. And the reason they did that was just because if this was set in the MCU, it would have limited them to whatever possibilities they wanted to do with the show. And having to see it, hate to say it, they may have made the right choice, I guess. They do some interesting stuff in this show with particular characters, both heroes and villains. Specifically with Tombstone, which I would say he's a standout in the show. Also, speaking about Tombstone, can't wait to see Tombstone and Scorpion in Spider-Man Brand New Day. But this first season had so many great setups for future seasons, as we are set to have a second season and a third season on the way, with Gwen Stacy coming into season 2, and having to see those setups in season 1, oh, I'm excited. So, 9 out of 10 for me with your favorite neighborhood Spider-Man. But coming at number 1 for me, I have X-Men 97. This is a superior show to the original, and oh my god, this is one of Marvel's best projects ever made. I am in love with the animation style, and what can I say about the show? It's just freaking peak. I'm so happy that Marvel has the rights back to the X-Men, because they do these characters justice. Because I'm to watch 5 seasons of the original show. Oh my god, Fox did these characters dirty in the live-action movie. And now I got some major expectations for their MCU X-Men movie that's on the way. And now I'm hearing that season 2 is going to be a lot darker? Shit, I'm not prepared for that! But yeah, 10 out of 10. Best show from Marvel Animation, and that's why it's at number 1 for me. And I can't wait for season 2 next year.